This Could Get Dicey is a Dungeons & Dragons podcast, so things can sometimes get a little, well, you know. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Hello, and welcome to This Could Get Dicey, a D&D podcast where a group of buds get to unwind from their 9-to-5s and step into the world of Drew Gala. My name is Destiny Nieto, I play Loomis Bjorn, and before things get a little too dicey, I just like to say it's a beautiful day, nay week, to not have to decide what's for dinner.
Oh, how'd you manage that?
Yeah, what'd you do?
One of my very good friends is a nutritional therapist, and she's doing a January refresh detox thing and group, and part of the group is she meal planned for the whole week/month of the month we're in, and I'm just so grateful that I don't have to think about what I'm cooking or getting for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
But you still have to cook it. You just
I still have to cook
think
it, but
okay.
this is not the cooking for me that trips me up. It's the deciding.
Oh, it's the cooking that trips me up. It's like I can have everything I need, but then it's just like I don't feel like cooking. Even though I love cooking, but I don't. Sometimes you're just like chicken nuggets in the air fryer, please.
That sounds good. I wish my kids liked chicken nuggets.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Isn't that horrible?
What
just
did you do
wretched.
to cause that?
I don't know, just fed them healthy, balanced diets their whole lives. So unfortunately.
When you came over and you told me that they eat plain yogurt, plain unflavored probiotic yogurt, and they don't know anything about sugar. Or,
I'm
honey,
evil.
I'm like, I mean, hey, good for you for making sure they don't get sugar addictions too early on in their lives, because it's gonna happen inevitably.
But also, I'm not horrible, everyone. They also do get a good amount of sugar, just not all the time.
But the fact that it was like, yum yum, please, Papa, can we have yogurt? I'm like, this yogurt, the one that I put at least 2 tablespoons of honey in.
I was gonna say, I have one day a week where it's like I have to think about what meals we're having because we plan our meals by week. And it's just the worst, awful. It's my least favorite task. I groan audibly every time we have to do it. But then it's great. All week I don't have to think about it. It's just here's the meal we're having tonight.
Yeah, I can't imagine deciding for 2 children, or children in general, let alone just me and one other person. Is deciding what to eat for dinner is the bane of our existence in this household. So it was really great to just have, hey, this is what you're eating this week.
I feel like I'm a farmer's market type of person where I go to Central Market and I'm like, what's in season? What's the vibes? What looks good? What's on sale?
I'm broken. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Decide for me.
Did you have a favorite meal so far?
Tonight's dinner was really yummy. It was chicken sausage cut up with sauerkraut, apples, onions, and leafy greens all sauteed together.
I love that.
Very, very yummy.
Damn, that sounds
very good.
Good for the gut.
Sauerkraut.
It's good for
Is sauerkraut really good for the gut?
Yeah, because it has probies in it. If you get sauerkraut that's not pasteurized.
Oh, well.
Can't tell you what I got.
It pasteurized.
Mine's in a huge jar from H-E-B. I'm sure it's pasteurized.
Or maybe, I don't know. There's one that has a release, one-way valve, air valve on it. You have to get that
Very
one.
cyberpunk.
That's intense.
not cyberpunk.
It's like a hole.
steampunk.
The air just can't go. It's just a hole.
That's my favorite part of cyberpunk is when you have to open the sauerkraut.
It's a
when
whole,
you have
it's a whole C plot. Hi, my name is Alex Villarreal, and it's a beautiful day to I guess this is really beautiful. It's a beautiful day to hyperfixate on a new pet peeve.
Oh, you liked that?
No, not really. I just couldn't think of anything.
Oh,
So it's not really super beautiful. It's also very benign. What I'm about to say is like
Should we
obviously that's
guess?
the whole point of. It's pretty like narrow, but I'm happy to hear your guesses.
Is it like when someone rubs their like thumb on their leg?
No, it's not that.
Okay.
Is it a neighbor? Is it a neighbor who's making like a weird noise in the mornings?
No, that normally doesn't bug me. We all gotta make noise sometimes.
Is it like eating related?
It's food related, but it's not eating related.
Okay, let us know.
What you got?
It's again, it's just a little silly thing that I've been laughing about. It's in TikTok or Instagram Reel, like cooking videos. Whenever the person is like making the food and they're like, all right, and now you can like I like to add like salt and pepper and garlic powder, but feel free to add whatever you like. And I don't, and again, this is very hyper specific. I'm not necessarily mad at the creator for saying that. They're saying that to buffer it's like a constant buffer that they do for the comment section, because people will be like, well, what if you don't like garlic powder? Or like, I don't like garlic powder. And it's just like, don't fucking do that then.
You're right. That was very specific.
I get it though, because the comment. Okay, do y'all get the videos of people, like I get these on Instagram where people are like redoing furniture?
Nope.
Where they like strip the paint, strip all the ceiling furniture, and then they like redo it. And usually whatever they end up doing, it looks nice. Like I'll say that blanket statement, it generally looks very nice. The comments
They're
section,
doing it.
They're doing it, right? They're taking garbage, basically, like stuff people don't want, and they're making it nice, and then they're making a bunch of money off of it. And all the comments are like, why would you paint over wood and furniture like that? The wood is so pretty. Why would you paint over it? And everyone's like, well, no one was buying the furniture. That was just
trash.
So
it was garbage.
It was garbage. So what do you freaking want? But I'm like addicted to those comment sections because I'm just like, I know they're gonna get mad
you
at
go
this
looking
one.
for it. Yeah.
I literally will wait until I get to a moment where I'm like, yep, that's top comment. Somebody's gonna critique that, and I open the comment and I check to see if I'm right. Are y'all familiar? I don't know if this happened early. Man, internet time is crazy. This could have been like 3-4 years ago, who knows. But are you familiar with the infamous bean salad TikTok video?
It sounds familiar. It sounds really familiar.
No,
I don't think I'm familiar.
It's a fucking woman making a fucking bean salad. A bean salad.
Mm-hmm.
And the top comment is, well, what do I do if I don't like beans?
Classic.
And the internet exploded that they're just like, I guess you just fucking die then. I guess I don't know what to tell you
eat anymore.
It's like, hold on, I'm consuming this content and it's not directly pertaining to my exact interest at this
so
moment.
good. I love those comments.
That's excellent.
But that's my current pet peeve at the moment.
So just to clarify, is the pet peeve the comment section or what the content creator has to state in the video?
It's the fact that like now like cooking content creators have to, you'll go watch any go right now, you can pull it up, we could pause the fucking podcast. The next time you see a TikTok or an Instagram reel of somebody cooking, like count how many times they say, but either you can add or do or like use whatever you want, and they say it like that, but you can do whatever you want. Like it's like they're talking to a baby.
Oh my gosh.
Which is crazy because it's like that's not how recipes work, right? Like
Right.
I'm telling you what
Exactly.
I did.
Exactly.
You can choose not to do this. That's how recipes work. But instead,
before there was TikTok and Instagram recipes, there were just cookbooks, and it's like opening a cookbook and yelling at the cookbook, going, "Well, what if I don't like roast beef?" And it's like,
turn the page then. Turn the page.
Turn the page. Put the book down.
Get a
But
different
it's also
book.
like people just not knowing how to cook either, right? Like you couldn't just say like season it however you'd like, because you have to be like, oh, you should use salt, pepper, garlic powder. But then there's someone going to be like, I can't use garlic powder. So is the recipe completely ruined? And it's like, no, it's just garlic powder. Like, you're fine.
It's also fair. There are comments that are fair that are like, what's a like when they ask Poise a question like, oh, in lieu of I don't know butter, what should I use? Which like obviously like fucking figure it out. But like if as long as it's Poise at a question, I'm just like okay, at least you're like trying to gain information. But
like a different fish type or whatever if you're cooking.
yeah.
But yeah, when
you
it's
don't fucking like halibut.
in lieu of salt.
It's like I don't know what to tell you.
Hello, I'm Kenny Chilton, and I play Emil Mazak, and it's a beautiful day to drip your faucet perfectly on the first try.
Oh,
yes.
man.
Yes.
That's good. That's good.
It's unique feeling, a specific kind of pleasure, kind of counter to what Alex was just experiencing. It's like very narrow, because we don't have to drip our faucets here very often, but we have no like protection on our pipes because we live in Texas. But yeah, last night I had to drip a faucet, and it's just like I just moved it a tiny bit, and it just like was dripping exactly how I needed it to, and it was really late. I wanted to go to bed. It was like I was like, oh shit, this is like I've peaked. Nothing has happened as good as that since then, actually. So
Wow. Did y'all know other states don't have to do that?
yeah, I
right?
do
Y'all
know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ask my coworkers in Michigan that all the time. I'm like, y'all don't have to do this, right? They're like, no.
Yeah, their
Special-
pipes wear
Like
like
special pipes.
little coats
Special
and
pipes.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are y'all dripping your pipes? Don't freeze. Don't freeze your pipes.
I'm
Yes,
not-
and unlike you having the perfect touch, it took me so fucking long.
Well, it
to
does take
get
me.
warm.
It takes me a really long time usually. This time, not just one time.
I haven't been because it's not that cold. I know the wind chill's bad, but
Out here in the suburbs, it's colder. It's like 27 overnight for several hours, and so I'm afraid. And this house has not
No,
been
that's
good
fair.
to us for,
Yeah.
Mm.
no, if
Stuff
it was
like
that
this.
low, I would. But it's only been about like 29 for like a short period, so it's not like a hard freeze.
hmm
And there was like bad wind chill the other day where when I woke up, I was like, I did not drip the pipes last night. And then I'm also like wondering if I should just really, because you guys, when you have a leasing company and they'll email you like, don't forget to drip your pipes tonight. But usually I've been getting those emails like on the third night of like a hard freeze. And I'm like, why are you guys telling me that now? And so now I'm like, what if I just wait till I get the email to do it?
Malicious compliance.
Yep.
Yeah. But I have to just keep forgetting.
I was bummed. We finally got our stupid dumb kitchen sink fixed, and then the freeze happened. I couldn't get that sucker to stop dripping. Now it turns off and on the way the ding dang sink is supposed to.
Hello, my name is Becky Schmader, and I'm the game master for This Could Get Dicey, and it's a beautiful day to learn how to make fake trees.
Fake trees?
Fake trees,
Like
yes.
big ass figs, or like what are you talking about?
What? Like a tree that's little and fake. For
A
like
miniature.
A diorama. A
Okay,
miniature
gotcha.
fake tree.
Knowing Becky's interest in hobbits, her band of hobbits. No, but knowing Becky's interest in hobbies, nailed it right down. Like fake little mini fake trees.
Yeah. Half
Yeah.
garden, half miniature. I'm sure you had to
Do you make
paint
'em out of
it and craft it.
Do you make them out of sticks?
Out of sticks? You could.
Yeah, like do you?
People could do that. The one I made, I got floral wire, and then you twisted it, and then, well, you get like a big stack of them, and then you create little like groups, and then those groups of those you like twist off, and you keep twisting them off into smaller and smaller groupings until you get just a little like one-off branch.
Dang.
The next, so I have the main. I have a really good-looking dead tree, but the next part I'm a little nervous about is about getting like the leaves on, and that could go poorly. So I will let you know.
Are you gonna go for like the cartoon, like bush-like appearance, or are you going for like little leaves?
Ideally, I want more realism.
Damn, dog.
But not like that, because there's a way you can do it where you just like keep putting glue on and then like dunking it in the flocking, basically,
yeah.
and it
Okay.
should look okay. But no, I'm not like one by one gluing little leaves on there. That'd be nutty. But I was watching this YouTube video to be like, how do you make fake trees? And the first one I watched was like pretty straightforward, like, cool, I have all that stuff, I can do that, no problem. And then the next video, they just kept pulling out stuff that I'm like, of course. like to make your own at-home flocking, you grind up sponges basically, and so they like put a sponge, like chopped up a sponge, put it in water, and then pulled out like their immersion blender, and it's like, yes, of course, my sponge immersion blender for crafting only. And then they took it out of that and drained all the water out, and then they put it in a spice grinder. And I was like, of course, my spice grinder just for crafting as well, like. Because I'm like, no way I'm going to... If I had an immersion blender, I wouldn't be like, let me grind up a sponge now with it.
I own both of those things, but
But you wouldn't throw garbage in it to grind it up.
They're for sauces and coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you'd have to... I'd have... One, I don't have them. But then if I did have them, then I'd have to buy another one for food purposes.
Is this for tabletop gaming, this fake tree? These fake trees?
It can be, yes.
Man, you would hate playing at my table because it would just be like, hey, what do I have around that's slightly taller? Oh, this half-used candle? This is a tree, everyone.
Well,
hey, you do what you can.
You do what you can. I mean, that's what we were doing until... I mean, I don't even think we had anything really on the boards until I started crafting stuff. It was like, this circle, that's a tree.
Yeah, that too. I have Alex's dry erase map board from... I still have... It's Alex's, but I have it. And I whip it out all the time. Dry erase marker. It's just like, here's the squiggly line. One? The squiggly line. Oh, this is lava, everyone. It's intense.
Oh, you
I like drawing like a square and sometimes writing on the square like chest.
Which is so fun because I have all these miniatures at Alex's disposal, and I keep being like, there's a whole box of like dungeon tiles and walls and furniture.
I haven't done that. I've been using your stuff very frequently. We used it last time.
It's been difficult times to get you to pull them out. The trees. No, you jump on the trees. You get the trees.
I jump on the trees. I want the trees.
You love the trees. You love
the trees.
But that really nice painted chest.
It's hard to use it in combat unless I like have there's a chest in the room. Right? Yeah, it's just like, because if y'all see a chest, I imagine you're gonna be like, "What's in the chest?" And I'm gonna be like, "Y'all, it's
barrel, it's chair,
barrel."
The bookshelf. I see the point. Okay, well, the tree, this one I'm making is actually for a diorama specifically. So, Are y'all ready for some Dungeons and Dragons?
Or we could just do whatever you want. You can just play whatever game you want to. If you don't want to play Dungeons and Dragons.
You can't do that. Tonight we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. So true, Kenny.
I'm trying to make these affirmations that I'm ready to play related to what we talked about. It's an interesting challenge because I don't think about it until you ask us. That one,
I also picked up on you doing that, so sometimes I start to think of that, but I don't want to step on your bit.
Oh, that's okay. I don't care.
I haven't noticed at all. Destiny, have you noticed?
I have not noticed, but that's great.
Good to know.
You haven't noticed?
I noticed, Kitty.
Damn.
Sorry. Well, Alex listens to the episode at least 10 times, I'm sure.
I listen to it once and then immediately forget what I just listened to.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Last we left off, our adventurers found themselves in the basement of the Southwind Traders' warehouse, where they seemingly found the secret operation of Granic Valum. Down in the basement, they pieced together that Granic was most likely producing robots of some sort and performing research and experimentation on the plant matter known as black lichen. With Loomis, Emil, and Helena invisible, and Ellis acting as a higher up in the organization, you all explored this operation until you finally came upon Granic Valum's assumed office. You managed to get your way inside, pretending to be Raya and Natasha, before hearing an outburst from where you previously were. Someone had disarmed the glyph and had made their way inside the basement, assumably. So there are guards rushing this way. Thinking quickly, Loomis used the immovable rod to bar the door, preventing any guards from coming in, at least easily. And as the ruse of your disguise began to fall, Ellis cast silence on the room, dropping invisibility on Helena and Loomis. So that's where we find you all. The four of you all face to face with Granic in an office, deafening silence surrounding you all. It's time to roll some initiative.
Hell yeah. Ooh. Oh, womp womp. Oh no.
Emil.
5.
Loomis.
A natural 20 for 24.
Okay. Ellis.
21.
Okay.
Question.
Uh-huh.
Has what's his face seen me since I was technically behind him?
I think technically you were on the ceiling.
Okay, well, has he looked down?
It is silent.
Yeah, it is silent. I mean, he knows that there are people in the room now. I don't think he would know if someone's on the damn ceiling. So I do think you would have advantage on these attacks. Yeah. Or at least the first attack you would have advantage on. Because after the second one, then he's like, I'm being hit.
Great.
From the ceiling.
From the ceiling.
So just to get some positioning, you all are in a room. It's a sizable office. It's not like tiny, but there's a door on one side, a desk. That's about it. Where is everyone kind of standing? I imagine Ellis and Emil, you all were kind of standing on the door side. And then Loomis, you were above him, above his desk.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then I imagine Helena was probably in a corner somewhere. That's where I'm imagining that.
I think
Does
we
that
had
sound
said she was
good?
like right behind him and her axe was like in his neck basically.
Did we say that?
Do y'all remember that?
Yeah, like the axe was like up his butt.
It was already buried in his fucking skull.
You remember that?
I think she was in a corner, baby.
Yeah, I
Thank
think she
you.
was. I'm pretty sure she
Hey,
was.
thanks,
Yeah, we had
Alex.
no idea she was there.
We
Yeah,
didn't
you
even know
really-
if she was around.
Nice try, Kenny. You gotta ask.
That's right.
Okay. Up first is Loomis.
Excellent. So I'm not gonna make myself known quite yet. But as my action, I'm going to use my feat Children of the Night.
Classic.
So this is where I can call upon a swarm of bats or rats. If we were outside, I could do wolves like the
Right.
last time. But we are inside. So I am going to summon... okay, I'm going to roll a dice. Evens, bats, odds, rats. Odds, rats.
Yes.
Okay.
Rats.
This makes sense. We're in a basement.
We're in a
It does.
basement. Okay. Let me.
And
So I'm gonna roll a d4 to see how many swarms, and then another d4 to see how many rounds once
Before
they
they show
actually appear.
Okay.
One swarm
Once one.
in one round.
Okay. They will be here at your next turn.
Okay, sweet,
Nice.
excellent. Okay, and then as a bonus action, I'm going to use a key point to do Fury of Blows. So I'm just gonna like from the top rope, just come down, I guess, and punch him in the face.
Okay. With advantage, as you do have
Advantage.
a little kind of sneak attack here. A light
So-
sneak attack.
A light, a sneaky sneak attack. Do both get advantage? Both hits?
I guess since it is a flurry of blows, it is like one thing, we'll say yes.
Sweet.
But they can both have advantage.
Cool. Okay.
Kenny and Alex, you guys just gotta ask more, you know? Destiny
guess
stayed
so.
asking.
I stay
guess so.
asking.
Okay. I'm putting a note on my screen right now.
Ask more.
First one doesn't hit. Second one, 26.
That hits.
And 13 points of damage.
Oof. Nice.
And
What
then
if I told you he was a civilian and he just died?
That'd be the best case scenario.
That'd be so
best
funny,
case.
right?
It'd be fucking funny.
really good.
I'm just a guy. I'm evil, but I'm just a guy.
We could have just waited for him to leave and like punched him once.
And then also, with my gloves of the dying pugilist, he will take an additional 1d4 necrotic damage.
Yes.
And I heal that amount, but I'm at full health. He takes an additional 3 damage.
All right. Is that it for Loomis?
Yes, that is it for Loomis.
Are you still on the ceiling, or have you fallen? Like, you could have like 3-point landed on the desk and punched him, or did you land behind him? Okay.
Yeah, 3-point landed on the desk in front of him and then just like popped him in the face.
Nice. Okay, so you're on top of the desk. Perfect. Ellis.
Ellis will pull out Raya's short sword, and probably never stabbed somebody really ever. Doesn't really know what to do with it. Is just going to rush forward and try to slash him wherever it can make contact.
Okay.
That is an 8.
That misses.
Can he have advantage?
Oh yeah, can I have advantage?
Well, he saw you the whole time.
Yeah, but
so-
Fair.
can he have it?
But you gotta ask. So great job.
Okay.
Great job, Kenny, for taking your note.
Yeah, that's my turn.
You can't
All right.
talk. A bard who can't speak.
I commit seppuku.
Next is Granic's turn. He is going to pull out a hunk of, like a rock of sulfuric brimstone, so like a dark black stone with yellow in it, and he is going to chunk it at you, Kenny, at you, Emil, and you must make a dexterity saving throw.
How come? Why
'Cause
me?
he's throwing a rock at you.
That is a 11.
11 is a failure, so you will take some bludgeoning damage here.
He just throws a rock at me? He's just throwing rocks?
You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and as the rock falls to the ground, it starts shooting out, like sputtering out chunks of fire.
That's cool.
And you can see that if you are within 15 feet of said rock, you might take fire damage. And we're going to say, based on how I have it drawn out, that Emil is probably 15 feet away from Ellis. So Ellis, you would be in the radius of this.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, each creature that starts its turn within 15 feet of the brimstone must make a successful dex saving throw or take damage. It is a rock, so perhaps it can be destroyed. I don't know. But there's just a rock on the ground shooting fire out.
What if it was like a miniature Dwayne the Rock Johnson that he threw?
A little Maui shooting out little rocks.
That's what's in my head.
Thank God I cast silence on the room.
Excellent. Next, for the listeners at home, you all wouldn't be able to hear this because you're in a silent space. But you can imagine that you heard guards like running down the hallway. So you imagine that there's some people banging at the doorway, but you can't hear it. And it is barred, so it's not something easily opened. It is a wooden door though, so they might be able to like crack it open, but that's going to take a little time. Next is Helena's turn. Helena is just going to swing twice at him. Both of those hit, so he takes a lot of damage. Okay, he takes 40 points of damage as Helena swings at him
Oh,
twice
shit.
with her axe. Big ouchies. Next is Emil, who starts his turn near this brimstone.
Bummer.
So you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That time it's a 25.
Okay. You dodge successfully these sputters of fire from the brimstone.
I will say some cool Emil one-liner that nobody can hear because it's silent, and take out a matchbook and strike a match and summon a minor fire elemental. I have the stats for it if you want me to just throw him into the initiative behind me.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. So a little fire elemental appears next to me where I throw the match. That's my action. As a bonus action, I will eat an Emil May snack and heal for 1 point of damage. And get some bonuses that I can't quite use yet. That's Emil's turn. Emil will also back up away from the brimstone on the floor and try and get to like the other side of the desk.
You can do that.
To Granic's side of the desk.
Yes, you can do that.
Yeah, the elemental will multi-attack the brimstone that's on the ground. It just reaches out 2 hands to make 2 melee attacks on it. It rolls. One of them is a natural 20, and one of them is a 19.
Okay.
Do those both hit?
Yes.
Okay, the natural 20 is 6 times 2 is 12 plus 2. 14 points of fire damage on the first hit.
Okay, it explodes.
Oh, great.
The explosion, it stops shooting out fire, and instead the rock explodes. So now Ellis and the fire elemental are within 15 feet, so they must make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, no. Okay. Sorry, Alice.
Natural 20
Hell
for
yeah.
a 26.
What kind of damage is it? Because if it's fire, he's immune.
It's bludgeoning.
Oh, shit. He rolled a 16.
Okay, the fire elemental takes 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
What if he's
And
resistant?
Ellis?
Is it 1?
Then it's 1. And
Sweet.
Ellis, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
I need to make a concentration check.
And you do need to make a concentration
That's
check
true.
on silence. My plan is working.
It's funny. I take 1 point of damage, but I still have to beat a 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
7. No
Really?
luck points. Yes.
So silence
Silence drops.
Oh, no.
Oh, damn.
Fuck. All right. As
All
silence drops, what do we hear outside the door? How many bodies does it sound like are out there?
You hear 2 bodies like slamming against the door.
The fire elemental still has 1 attack left,
Yes.
but also has what's called fire form, which means it can move through a space as narrow as half an inch wide without even squeezing. Is there room for him to get under the door and into the hallway?
Yes. Yeah.
He's gonna squeeze under the door into the hallway and
Okay.
attack one of the 2 guards that's banging on this door.
Okay. One looks more formidable than the other one.
He's gonna go for the littler one.
The littler one. Okay.
He rolled a 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, he's gonna do 8 points of fire damage.
Alrighty.
If the target is a creature, it ignites.
It ignites then.
Okay,
It is a bit of man.
Until the creature takes an action to douse the fire, he's gonna take fire damage at the beginning of each of his turns.
Oh. Okay.
That is the fire elemental's turn.
Excellent. The fire elemental would see that and you all can kind of hear like the pitter patter of another person in the hallway, kind of coming this way. And next is top of the order, Loomis, and the rats have shown up.
The rats have shown up, and they're just like falling from this ceiling
Oh.
onto Granic.
Onto Granic, sure.
Yeah, I guess similar to the fire elemental, they can just go after me or before me. We're all
Yeah,
one
we'll have
turn.
them go after you.
Okay. So as these rats are falling onto Granic, hopefully maybe a little distracted, I'm going to hit him with my spear.
Okay.
Do I get advantage because he's
No,
distracted by
nice
everybody
try,
rest?
but no.
Hey, what did we say? You gotta ask.
Gotta ask.
Okay. Ooh, nice. 24.
That hits.
I'm going to spend a key point to do Stunning Strike on this attack.
Okay.
So essentially, I try to interfere with the flow of ki in his body. So you need to make a con saving throw.
Okay. A 16.
Yeah, that just beats it.
Okay.
Oh well, I tried. Seeing that didn't work, I'm gonna hit him again. Oh wait,
Sure.
let me
damage, right?
do damage real quick. 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack him again with my extra attack with my spear. That is 21.
That hits.
And that will be 7 points of damage there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bonus action spend another key point to do Fury of Blows.
Okay.
The lowest was a 5. So it's 2 hits. I had a 18 and a 15 plus 7 for each of those. I'm assuming those hit.
Those both hit.
21 points of damage.
Okay.
And then an additional 4 points of necrotic damage. And now it's the rat's turn.
Now it's the rat's turn.
Yes, rats.
They can bite. So they are going to try to bite him. Does an 11 hit?
No.
Okay, well,
They tried.
they tried. They're still on him.
They're still there.
They're still there.
That would be very disconcerting for a bunch of rats
Yeah.
to just fall on you while you're trying
Well,
to
all of
fight
a
for your
sudden,
life.
2 people are... I mean, let's just paint this 12 seconds. That's basically happened. 2 people were faking your associates, faking to be your associates. They are not your associates. Suddenly, silence has entered this room. Silence has fallen upon this room. Then 2 more people show up, hit him real good hits on him. And then a bunch of rats fall on him, and the silence drops as his rock explodes, and a fire elemental also a busy 12 seconds here.
Oh, yeah. So the silence fell, and so now you can just hear the squeaking of the rats on
Yeah.
him.
Yeah,
Gross.
gross.
I would be distracted, If I were
There's
him,
a lot happening.
I'd be so distracted that everyone gets advantage on him.
And with that, next is Ellis.
You gotta ask.
You gotta ask.
I will. Kind of continuing on this picture of just roughly about 6 seconds of sounds have been heard. I will bonus action to Helena. Say, keep swinging. And the second I say that, I will expend another 2nd level spell slot to cast Silence again.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Oh, wait, you guys didn't hear what I said?
Is that it for Ellis?
I will back. I don't know. I'll back up just like a couple steps. I don't want to be like in the melee, but I think I'm still like I'm currently 10, 15 feet away from him. I did stab him last turn.
Yeah, you got up into him, and then now if you want to back off.
I'll back off.
Okay, he's not going to take an opportunity. He's a little distracted from all the rats, so he's not going to take an opportunity.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Where do you think you're positioned? Are you near the door? Are you back in a corner? Are you
I would probably pick a corner.
a corner? Okay.
Either left or right of the door.
Okay. We'll say you are right of the door. And next is Granic.
Who has a rat phobia?
No.
Hello, my beloved listeners of This Could Get Dicey. Thank you so much for being here for episode 76. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your February. I hope you're staying warm. I hope you're staying chilly, whichever you prefer. I hope you're at the perfect level of comfort. Again, thanks y'all so much for listening to our podcast. Thanks for sticking with us all the way to second month into 2025. It means the world. If I can make a humble request of you this year, an action item this year, gone over to Spotify, even if you don't use Spotify, just, everybody uses it, and click a 5-star rating on this podcast. It can help more people see it. It'll help more people have fun with us. Go on over to Apple Podcasts and write a review. Y'all, I know I've said it a lot. It's like, do it as a personal favor to me. I would really, really, really love to read something funny during the ad break. Make my day, please. But also, you can head on over to our website, www.tcgdpod.com. We got a lot of little fun stuff going on there. You can head on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/tcgdpod, and find something that you like. Find something that works for you. We have a free thing. You know about this. This did get dicey. It's just more content. You don't got to pay a single dime. And you get to see our pretty little faces talk about the episode we just recorded. You can also follow us on Instagram and Threads. Probably not TikTok anymore, right? At TCGD Pod. Anyway, thank y'all so much for listening to us. That was also a joke because it's still January and TikTok's about to get shut down. So I'm talking to you from the past. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Thank y'all so much for being here. We really, really, really love y'all. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
You see Granic puts some fingers. He's like swatting these rats off of him, but he's trying to concentrate as best he can as he puts his fingers to his forehead, and a shimmering lance of psychic power from his forehead to Ellis streaks out. Now this spell does have a vocal component, but he is a sorcerer, and he's spending a sorcery point to cast Subtle Spell, so he can cast within silence.
How convenient.
How convenient. Which makes sense for somebody who has been hiding that he is a magic user, which you would know if you just talked to him. If you just had a nice conversation with him.
I don't associate with Nepo babies.
Fair enough.
Don't worry about the dead god thing. It's nepotism
it's the Nepo baby
that you
we
can't
draw the
stand.
line on. So he's sending this psychic lance out at you, Ellis. So go ahead and make a intelligence saving throw.
10.
That is a failure. Let me roll some dice.
Watch me cast silence again. Watch me cast silence again.
Psychic Lance.
I'll cast silence every day.
Oh, Psychic Lance sounds serious. It sounds serious.
Yeah, I think there's a extra thing if you.
Does it make you stupid?
Yeah, I think something happens to you.
You take 29 points of psychic damage, and you're incapacitated until the start of your next turn.
Incapacitated. Right. Until the start of his next turn?
Yeah, but silence drops again because of that.
Oh,
yeah, till the start of your next turn. Till the start of till my next turn.
Yeah.
Till Granic's next turn. Yes, okay.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was
like, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, till Granic's next turn.
Damn.
Silence drops again. And you all can also hear some more sounds now from outside. You hear someone yell, move away from the door! And it is now someone's turn outside there, and you hear another body slam against the doorway before they kind of shuffle away.
Point of order.
And it is,
if they're ramming into the door, they have to go through the fire elemental, and they're going to take some damage.
Oh, that's true, yes.
In fact, anyone who's within 5 feet of the fire elemental is going to take some damage.
Okay, I totally forgot the fire elemental is out there, but I think they are desperately trying to get in here to help their buddy.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and roll all that fire damage.
How many people are taking damage from being in proximity to this thing?
2 people, and one of them is the one that's also on fire.
Okay, so the guy who's on fire, is he dousing himself or he's staying on fire?
He's slamming on the door. Yeah, he's
okay. So he's going to take double fire damage.
Okay.
The guy who's on fire takes 9 points of fire damage,
Okay.
plus another 8 points of fire damage from being in proximity.
Okay, 17.
And then the other guy takes 8 points of fire damage from just being in proximity.
Cool. You hear the terrible screams of someone who's on fire slamming themselves against the door.
Nice.
And with that, it is Helena's turn, who is going to again attack twice, hitting Granic. Both of those hit for another 40 points of damage.
Dude,
Jesus. Okay, Helena.
Okay. And now, would the fire elemental take opportunity attack on someone running away from them?
Let me see if he... I don't know that he even has a reaction.
Oh, okay.
The stat block does not show a reaction, so I don't think so.
Okay. Well, you hear that person that was like, get out of the way, get out of the way! And you hear the sound of something exploding on the doorway. You all had moved away from the doorway, so no one's within 10 feet of the doorway as the door explodes and kind of sets on fire. Chunks of like the wooden door now are like falling off. I mean, the door's not like wide open. Again, there's still a movable rod keeping like part of the door together. We do need the fire elemental to make a dexterity saving throw here as this explosion happens.
Okay, that's a 16.
That succeeds. It is fire damage. Are they immune to fire
They're
damage?
immune.
Okay, so nothing happens to them.
They just eat it.
the
They just
door-
open their mouths.
They
and
grow
eat the
bigger.
fire. They get
Go big.
huge.
And yeah, as this is happening, you can see that there's two people in the hallway. One person's on fire, and now a third person has shown up at the end of the, or two more people have shown up at the very end of the hallway.
Actually, the other guy is also on fire.
They're both on fire. Okay,
Yes.
two people on
They're
fire,
both
right?
ignited.
Like two people are on fire, sort of near the doorway. Two people not on fire at the end of the hallway. One of them is like a shorter, nerdy-looking person who just threw this thing at the door. Next is Emil, who's incapacitated. So next is fire element.
I'm incapacitated, or Ellis is?
You're so right. Next is
Ellis
Emil.
got Lance Bast, not me. I am gonna punch Twisted Roots. I've just been thinking about
Okay.
Lance Bass since you said Psychic Lance. I'm gonna 2 Twisted Root attacks on Granic. Because I ate an Emil May snack, I get to add my Constitution modifier to both these attacks. Okay, one's a natural 20 for a total
Nice.
of 32 to hit.
Yeah.
Phew.
And then one is a 19, so that's a 31 to hit.
Both of those hit.
1d6 plus dex. The damage on this is not huge, but one's a natural 20, so... Okay, not great. 2 times 2 is 4, plus dex. 7 plus... So the first attack, the crit does 12 points of piercing damage. And then the second attack does... 10 points of piercing damage. I'm going to bonus action absorb on that
Alright.
hit, so he's going to take 6 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
The fire elemental is going to attack the guy who's already been hit for a shitload and is
Okay.
currently on fire.
Yes.
He's got a multi-attack. This might not hit. The highest is a 15.
That misses.
Okay, he misses both hits then.
Okay.
And then he's going to back up a little bit to be like in the doorway of, or just like against the door. He doesn't want anyone to be able to get past the door.
Okay, body blocking. Got it.
Correct. That is his turn. That is Emil's turn.
Next is the new guard at the very end of the hallway is going to shoot a crossbow bolt at the fire elemental. That's a natural 20
Mm-hmm.
for 15 points of piercing damage.
All right, he's resistant. Do we round up or down?
I forgot. Up.
Up.
Okay. So 8 points.
8 points.
Okay.
And next is Loomis.
I'm going to do the same attack order. 2 attacks with my spear, and then bonus action with my fists. 18 plus 7 to hit.
That hits.
Do you want me to do it one at a time, or like all together?
You could do it all together.
Okay. Well, hold on. I'm going to spend a key point to just try to do another stunning strike on him.
Okay.
So he needs to roll a con saving throw.
26.
Okay, yep. Hey, one day it'll work. Okay, let me just say, so 19 plus 7, 26 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Okay, then I will do this damage first. 9 plus 15 points of damage with my spear.
Okay.
I'll spend another key point to do Fury as a bonus action. Do Fury of Blows, so I do 2 unarmed strikes.
Cool.
Ooh. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Okay. Damn. Okay. So neither of them hit.
Okay.
So just the spears for me.
Okay.
And now it's the rat's turn.
Rat's time, yeah.
Let's go
Rat time. Rat time. Okay. 21 from the rat. 21 to hit from the rats.
That will hit.
It's fucking rat time.
It's fucking rat time. For 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
I take just 7 of the swarm of rats. I don't know how big this swarm is, but just 7 of the rats just each take a little bite of him.
All right. With that, it's Ellis's turn, but you're incapacitated. Now it's Granic's turn. You're no longer incapacitated. Granic is going to swirl his hands around and cast hypnotic pattern within this whole entire room, kind of sending swirls within each of y'all's vision, including Helena's, and the rats, I guess. So technically, each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Natural 20 for a 20.
Okay.
I also rolled another natural 20. It's my third of the night.
Hot.
Whoa.
That's on the same die, so I'm wondering if I just rolled the same die all night. 26 total.
Okay.
Dang. Hold on. I'm just making sure. Oh, evasion's with dex saving throws, right?
Yeah.
16?
Okay. And Helena got an 8.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Do the rats have to do anything?
They do, actually, yes. A group wisdom saving throw for the rats.
They're really intelligent.
But not very wise, maybe?
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be in the negative, where it's +0.
Okay. We can work with that.
We can work with this. 15.
Okay. Helena, Loomis, and the rats are all charmed for the duration. While charmed by this spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Fuck.
So, that's that. Granic will then also take a potion out of his pocket and throw that back.
Sign of weakness.
Yeah. Sure. Next is the formidable guard who's close to the door and close to the fire elemental. he is going to attempt to like charge at the elemental and like knock it out of the way.
So he's starting his turn within 5 feet of it. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that is what
He
I'm
takes
saying.
7 points of fire damage.
7 points of fire damage. Okay.
And he's gonna charge it.
And then he's gonna try and like charge it and topple it over.
Okay. Does this count as a melee attack? Because if so, he's gonna take more damage.
We'll do a melee attack.
He takes 2 more points of fire damage.
Nice.
Excellent. That is a 12 to hit.
That's his armor class.
Okay. Meets it. Beats it. He takes 14 points of piercing damage.
Have to 7. Okay.
Okay. And I guess go ahead and make an athletics check.
Okay.
To see
For
if
the
for the topple over here.
athletics is strength based, right?
Yes.
Oh, he has a -2 to that. He rolled a 2 total.
Okay. So he is prone on the ground.
He's just a little guy. Okay.
He's just a little guy.
Prone.
With the gladiators, not the gladiator, this guy, whatever, it's the gladiator stat bar. With this guy's other two attacks, he is going to attempt to like knock down the door more to be able to. Obviously, there's this bar in the way, but like they should be able to get over or under it. So he's trying to get over or under it here.
Becky, I'm reading the condition immunities, and he's immune to being prone.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
Okay. Then he's not
What a great
prone.
little guy.
He's immune to
Okay.
every condition.
What?
He's a minor fire elemental.
All right.
He's made of fire.
He's made of
He's just a
fire.
little
Can't-
ball of fire.
he-
So
You can't knock
he
him
gets
over.
knocked. He can get knocked aside. He can get pushed.
He
just
can't get
not
pushed.
proned.
Okay, then I think he's going to try and do like a maneuver to like flip him over himself. So he's this is gonna be another attack.
Oh,
So
I
that-
see. I see.
So he tried to knock him away. Now he's gonna, and that didn't work to knock him down. So now he's gonna attempt to like toss him to the back of the hallway here.
Just get the fuck out of here.
That's a 23 to hit.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Does this count as a separate melee attack?
Yes.
5 more points of fire damage.
Okay. Great. I mean, this one makes sense because he is literally trying to hold it. So he holds on to this guy, this little elemental, and he's going to toss him backwards. So that happens. Fire elemental's now out of the way, if that sounds agreeable.
He's out of the way of the door? Yeah, absolutely.
Out of the way of the door. Still
but
very
not
much
the
in
little
hallway.
nerdy guy who's further down the
No.
hallway, right?
Right. He's now in between all these people. So.
Great.
And with his last attack, he's going to attempt to get more of this door down. And he does. So he swings with his spear, and this time they like identify that there's something blocking the door, but the top half of the door is now like cleared for people to like leap through or something. So there's that. Next is the other guard, who I imagine this fire elemental was in front of him, and now it's right behind him, so he's still within 5 feet of this fire elemental and on fire.
So, well, he only takes damage in proximity for the first time unless he melee attacks it. But since he is
I
on
see.
fire, he does take 10 points of fire damage.
10 points of fire damage. This guy's gonna stop and try and put himself out, I think.
Okay, he's good. That's just smart. He's taking like 40 points of fire damage from just
He
being on
has.
fire, I think. Okay.
And next is Helena, who is incapacitated. So next is the nerdy guy at the end of the hallway.
Does the guy who doused himself move out of range of the fire elemental?
No, because he's dumb. He's dumb.
Okay.
So he's still right next to him,
Okay.
but just put himself out.
He's gonna reignite on the beginning of his next turn.
He doesn't know that.
Okay,
you
great.
know? He's just like, I'm on
Excellent.
fire. That's all I
Excellent.
can do, you know. The nerdy-looking guy is going to run down the hallway, and so he will be passing the fire elemental. Does he take damage, like on the drive-by here?
It's just if he. Let's see. if he begins his turn within 5 feet. So no.
Okay, so this guy's pretty little. He's gonna like weave in between, bob and weave through all these people, get in, or get to the doorway, and is gonna make a check to see if he can hoist himself over the door. He cannot.
The fire elemental sticks out one of his feet and trips him.
Not even that. He's just too tall. You just see little hands like pop up, and he's just too weak to even just pull himself upwards,
Wow.
you know? We're going to have him try and jump up and see if he can see anybody. So just like jump. You just see the person now trying to like jump up and down here. He can see somebody, so he's got eyes on Emil, who's kind of more in line with the door. And with disadvantage, he's going to try and throw like a little bomb at you, or a little potion concoction at you.
Okay.
That's a 13 to hit.
At Emil? No.
No, okay. You see this little potion bottle just completely whiffs it, hits the wall instead. And that is that man's... No, it's not. He's going to try and do it again. Because he has multi-attack, apparently. That's a 16 to hit.
Nope.
No, okay. So you just see this little guy jumping up and down and then toss two, like, bottles in. They hit the wall, shatter.
You're wasting 2 very good potions. Just turn around and get out of here. There's no point to this.
Let us in that damn room! Let us in! Next is Emil.
Oh, man. Fuck y'all. I'm really about to just light up another match in this room, I think. Because these guys are doing it for me. And I have 18 more. So I just might as well let it rip, right?
Can't take them with you.
Okay, first thing I'm going to do is bonus action heal myself with the absorb I did last turn.
Okay.
To heal myself for only 3 plus 3, 6 points of healing. Wait, how much damage did Ellis take from the psychic lance?
29.
Hooey.
You're good.
I'm actually fine health-wise. I'm going to reach over and give it to Ellis instead. You get 6 points of healing.
I'll take it. Thank you.
And then with my action, I'm going to light another fire elemental match. Just strike a second one. And I'm going to... this one's going to be crowd control as well. I'm going to throw this one at the door as well, where the guards are coming in, trying to come in.
On your side of the door or the other side of the door?
Because one guy got through, but one guy did not, right?
Nobody's through. Just the door is
nobody got through.
open enough to get over. Just this guy who was at the door throwing stuff is like 3 feet tall. So
I'm gonna throw it to the other side, into the hallway.
Into the hallway. Okay.
Yeah. So he lands. That's fire elemental 2.
Great.
I wish I had thought about names for these fellas, but I didn't.
Well, no time like the present.
Blaze.
Fuego.
Yeah.
Fuego. Char.
Fire elemental 1 is going to that's Emil's whole turn, but
okay.
Number 1 is going to go at the nerdy looking one who's shooting crossbow bolts. And
wait, the nerdy one who's throwing potion bottles, you mean? Or like
yeah. He had shot a bolt before and now he's throwing shit. Okay. He's gonna multi-attack him. 2 touch attacks. Well, I don't know if these are gonna hit. 1 is a 16, 1 is a 15.
Both hit.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, he catches on fire.
Okay.
And then he takes 6 plus 6 plus 4. 16 points of fire damage total.
Okay.
The second one is going to attack the one that's at the door. That has taken a bunch of damage and just doused himself.
Okay.
A natural 20 and a a 23 to hit.
Both hit.
Okay, the natural 20 is going to do 14 points of fire damage.
All right.
He's on fire.
Yep.
The second one is only going to do 3 points of fire damage.
All right. That one turns into a crispy man and falls to the ground.
Oh, okay. Whew, okay. Great. That is...
All right.
And then he's going to move into the space of the other guard. Who's still... There's 3 guards in the hallway, right?
So there's one guy at the very end of the hallway.
Yeah.
That's the guy who shot the crossbow bolt. Then there's a nerdy little guy who's throwing the chemical bombs. And then there was a guard at the door and a formidable guard at the door. The normal guard at the door just died. So now there's 2 guys at the door, one at the very end of the hallway.
Okay. Then the fire elemental is going to use their I forget what it's called. Their fire form to move within to the space of the formidable looking guard at the door now.
Okay, he's in that space now.
He's
okay.
in the same space. It's the first time it enters that creature space on this turn, so he's going to take some damage.
Sure.
2 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And the one at the end of the hall, who the first one was attacking, takes 6 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Or sorry, not the end of the hall. The one who was throwing potions.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Is the
All right.
formidable guard on fire now?
Yes.
For sure. They're not. Wait, is everyone on fire who just got attacked?
So anyone who touches the elemental or is hit by the elemental or
Is on fire.
is basically anyone who's within melee distance and gets hit or is occupying the same space is on fire.
Cool. So the 2 guys right at the doorway are on fire, and then there's one guard at the very end of the hallway who's not on fire.
Yeah. Has not been touched yet. Okay.
It has not been touched. Okay. Next is the guy at the very end of the hallway, and he is going to shoot a crossbow bolt at Fire Elemental 1.
Okay.
That's an 18 to hit.
Yep.
That is 10 points of piercing damage,
Reduced to
half to 5.
Okay.
All right. Top of the order is Loomis and the rats, but they're incapacitated. So next is Alice.
So did you say something about being charmed?
Technically, yes.
Yes.
Well, I
There
have
we go.
stillness of the mind,
Uh-huh.
which I can use an action to end an effect on myself that's causing me to be charmed.
Okay. Use an action, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can do that.
So I'm no longer charmed.
No longer charmed.
Also, the rats have condition immunities. They too cannot be charmed.
God, Jesus. Why? Why can rats not be charmed? The Pied
Because
Piper
they come
charms
from me
rats.
that has a superior body.
It makes no sense. The Pied Piper charms rats. That's lore of rat lore. Anyways, they're not incapacitated.
They're not your normal type of rats.
They have superior bodies.
We all have superior bodies.
They're just fucking
okay.
all over the ceiling. It's awful.
All right, so you use your action. You have a bonus action.
I have a bonus action, so I'm going to use that said bonus action, spend a key point, and do Fury of Blows.
Okay.
Uh, 17?
He is going to use his reaction and cast shield, so that does not hit.
Okay. Then that's it for me.
Okay.
But the rats get a turn.
The rat's turn. Yep.
They
Can't believe it's in D&D rat lore that they can't get charmed, even though it's famously rats can be charmed.
5e is broken.
not rats from vampires. Clearly, that's
Clearly, that's the defining thing.
That's the defining thing. I'm not using swarm of rats, just the normal thing. 16 plus 7 to hit.
That hits.
For 5 points of damage.
Alrighty.
Now that's our turn.
Okay.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Next is Ellis.
How's Granic looking?
Oh, pretty messed up. Definitely bloodied. Definitely in the bloodied area.
I will look at Granic, and I will say, buddy, you're going to wish you never got to hear me talk, as I use my bonus action to use unsettling words. Expending a bardic inspiration, he has to subtract a d8 from his next saving throw.
Okay.
I will then cast Dissonant Whispers at 4th level.
Okay.
He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
As the sound of loud crows invade his mind.
16.
That fails.
Okay, he's gonna use his one legendary resistance to not do that.
Okay, he will still take half damage.
Half damage. Okay, but he's not like feared and all that stuff. Right.
No.
Yeah, because he resists.
Right.
25 halved to, rounding up,
13.
13 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
That was action and bonus action.
Right. Next is Granic's turn.
Does he have to make a concentration check on
Hypnotic pattern?
Yes, he does. So that was 13. He got a 15.
I will use my reaction to kind of like increase the sound of crows to cast Silvery Barbs.
Okay. Dirty 20.
I will give advantage to Emil.
Cool. And you used your reaction. Granic is going to swirl his arms around him as you see like a ring appear on the ground around him. And he's gonna, start monologuing here while he's casting teleport. I have seen the doom that will befall all of us, and I and all who stand with me, we will bring it upon this earth. We will ensure that it will happen. And you think you have the upper hand on me today, and quite honestly, you do. But it will not happen again. And he is going to, the ring on the ground glows bright as he, disappears and is teleported away.
With the rats on him.
With
Sure. The rats.
Do you want the rats on him or not?
Do I want them on him?
Yeah.
If they're on him, they're gonna go teleport with him.
All right. The rats are willing creatures that teleport with him, I guess. And so now they're not in the fight anymore as he teleports away. As Granic and these rats disappear in this purple glow to you have no idea where, the guards at the doorway kind of seeing that although they're on fire and a little bit distracted, they see that Granic has disappeared. You see them kind of regain a little bit of composure, knowing that it is now up to them to sort of defend this warehouse. And with that, we will stop here because this could get dicey.
But not for Granic.
Granic's a little bitch, a little nepo baby bitch.
Oh, shit.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you liked it, please tell your friends, share on social media, give a review. anything to help spread the word and, grow the fan base and community surrounding our podcast. And be sure to tune in the next episode on Wednesday, February 12th.